TV Syracuse, the local station. You're watching the morning news.
You know, it's exciting to see, the clearing there and Micron, a lot of development, bringing jobs to Central New York. That is great news. And they're digging in this cold weather.
I know.
We're frozen at this point.
Yeah, I'm sure they're looking forward to the thaw as well, aren't we all?
These crews for sure.
All right, the flakes are coming down out there, Kate.
We are waking up once again to some lake effect snow. It's very light, it's very fluffy. It's not producing a lot of snow, but some of you waking up to a few inches of fresh snowfall. On the radar, we can still see this lake effect still hanging on. It's going to be with us throughout the morning hours. Later on this afternoon, we'll catch a little breather from the snow, but some of you are waking up to at least a couple of inches from Fulton on towards the lake shore. Those are some of the spots that saw as much as 6 inches of snow yesterday. All right, we are looking at temperatures a wide range depending on cloud cover. You either have single digits or teens. It's another chilly day today. We got highs in the 20s. And by the weekend, we are going to be wishing we had a high of 23 degrees because check this out. We do have an extreme cold watch. This is for Friday night all the way till Sunday afternoon. We're looking at wind chills as cold as 20 to 40 below for Saturday and into Sunday. So that is some dangerously cold. Just when you thought this winter couldn't get colder, it does. Is there any relief, though, after this weekend? I'll have that for you in the 7-day coming up.
Okay, so now Kate told you, let's show you here. Here is some video taken overnight. You can see some of the light flakes there falling there. Just be careful on the road. Obviously, Kate mentioned the cold temperatures coming in this weekend. Here's a look now at Hyde's Corners in Liverpool. Yeah, you can see definitely coming down there for sure. Plows have been out, so make sure you keep an eye for those plows. Listen to this. DOT says so far this winter, its plows, the state DOT, have been hit a total of 64 times, putting plow drivers at risk. Your life too, they say, and taking plows off the road to be fixed at taxpayers' expense. Be sure to slow down and stay back of the plows.
Good reminder, too, to make sure you always have the Storm Team app. Scan that QR code now on your screen, or you can find it in the App Store and Google Play. Free to download and free to use.
We want to say...
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Norton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
And a very good Thursday morning to you. The Cat B Skynet 9 camera out over downtown Syracuse. You can see the snow flying around. We're sitting at 17 degrees with some light snow. Currently feeling like 6 degrees. Oh, we're going to wish we had those numbers by this weekend. Here's the radar. We're dealing with that spray of lake effect snow showers. It's pretty light, it's pretty fluffy, but enough where some of you are waking up to at least a few inches of fresh snowfall this morning. So you want to be careful about that and give yourself a few extra minutes heading out the door to get the snow off your cars and maybe navigating a snow-covered neighborhood road. Now, this is just the beginning of more snow on the way for this weekend. We're looking at Friday, Saturday with our next clipper to move through, giving us a few inches of snowfall. But right now, we're just dealing with the lighter snow showers. A lot of you, an inch or less. You'll see a little bit more farther north you go. At the bus stop, another cold start to our morning. That's been the name of the game for this entire winter. And we have even colder air on the way for this weekend. We're coming home this afternoon, mostly cloudy, temperatures in the 20s. So we're still running a solid 10 degrees below normal for this time of year. And things are not improving going forward. Tonight's low single digits to near 10 degrees. Feels like temperatures below zero. Single digits for the upcoming weekend. And then you throw in the wind. We're looking at very, very gusty winds behind our front Friday night. We're looking at wind chills anywhere from 10, 20, even 30 to 40 below zero in some spots. We have a widespread extreme cold watch in effect for Friday into Saturday for pretty much the entire state. Your timecast for today, featuring clouds. You'll see some breaks in the clouds from time to time. Our snow showers mostly happening this morning, but we still have very similar to what we had yesterday, where we still had some light snow showers, so still kind of hanging around. Then you would see the sun. I think we'll have something very similar to that happening today as well. And then we'll keep things quiet tonight. Tomorrow morning, mostly cloudy. Not a lot happening when you wake up tomorrow. Temperatures starting in the teens, climbing up to the 20s. By the time we get to around sunset, threat. That's when more snow showers start to get in here. The front itself is moving in right around 10 o'clock or so for Friday night. You can see this, likely some snow squalls. Then the colder air comes rushing in behind this. We're looking at lake effect snow developing, especially near the lake shore. This is coming off of right along Oswego County, northern Cayuga County, Wayne County. That's where we'll find some of our coldest temperatures, too. We're looking at temps at this point well below zero. That's air temperature. That's not even wind chills. So when you factor in that wind chill, it's going to feel much, much colder. And along the lake shore, it's where we are expecting some of our higher snow totals in that 4 to 8 inch range at this point. So we're going to be keeping you posted, keeping an eye on that in the next couple of days. Then we start to climb out of this. Highs near 20 on Monday, mid to upward 20s on Tuesday, and 30 is in sight by next week.
Okay, right now it is 5:16. We're looking what's coming up.
Now, your forecast first. Certified as Central New York's most accurate.
I got another check of the radar, and we are still dealing with these snow showers. It's going to be the case at least through the morning hours, and then just occasional lake effect snow throughout the day, similar to what we had yesterday. Temperatures also a little bit cooler. We're only going for highs in the lower 20s for this afternoon, still running well below normal, but that is just the beginning. Wind chill trend going forward. Tomorrow's wind chills, single digits, and then we're looking at anywhere from 10 to 20, even 30 below zero Saturday into Sunday. That is dangerously cold temperatures. You want to limit your time outdoors if you can, and if you are going to be outside, make sure everything is as covered and protected as possible. When can we get some relief from the bitter cold temperatures? It's on the way. By this time next week, things are looking a little bit better. We'll have 20s by Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, we'll have a high near 30 degrees, but here's something. We're finally in the orange. Now, average high for this for mid-February, so this is going to be during that break time, 33 to 34 degrees, and we're looking at slightly above normal temperatures. So at least mid-30s, not looking too bad. So if you've been looking for some relief from this bitterly cold temperatures, we'll have a little bit of that coming at us for the middle part of February.
DA asks questions like, is
On the fourth grade travel team in Central Square, and talk about a shot right at the halftime buzzer there.
Wow, that is awesome.
Isn't that wonderful? And it went on to win the game, too.
Aw,
so
way to
go, Braden. What a shot. Man, look at that. One-handed. No,
And they got it on camera.
I know. Great skill
Like,
by
oh my
Grandma.
God.
Yeah, for sure.
Nicely done.
She was a proud grandma. She sent in the video to us. So, hey, if you ever see something that's great, you want to be brag a little bit, wonderful video, let us know. We
Yeah,
love
we
to
love
show
it.
off.
We don't love these temps.
No. Or the weekend that's
Or the
coming.
weekend.
Yeah, because that's when we're
I was
really
going to say,
shipping.
this is nothing compared to what's coming.
Bracing.
Hug your honey weather coming up here on the
Yeah.
weekend.
Oh,
Look at this.
How about that?
Where are we at? Heights Corners?
Yeah,
In
right by
Liverpool,
Liverpool.
yeah, in the
Liverpool.
village of Liverpool. Main roads are doing okay. It's a lot of your secondary roads, very, very similar to what we had yesterday. Is that a plow or is that just a construction? I think it's just garbage truck or a salt truck moving on through. No, the guys were in our parking lot salting this morning. But yeah, a lot. Is that a garbage? Oh, yeah, it is a salt truck. There we go. All right, yeah, so, I mean, the roads are doing okay for you. Again, your neighborhood roads are going to be a little snow covered for you. Some of you picking up at least a couple of inches of snowfall once again. Most of it happening this morning. Then we're left with just more of these nuisance snow showers the remainder of the day. So, yeah, wake up snowfall. Some of you are going to see about an inch or less. We go farther north, northern suburbs, Fulton to Granby. You may see a couple more inches than that. Our temperatures, it really ranges. You can see who's dealing with lake effect and who isn't, because you have 0 from Ithaca to Cortland, 4 below in Norwich, but then you have 16 from Skaneateles to Syracuse and 15 in Fulton. So our highs today are back into the 20s. We're still running well below normal. This is nothing. I mean, we've had some pretty cold temperatures this winter, but this Saturday is going to take the cake. We are looking at wind chills getting as cold as 20 to 30, possibly 40 below in some spots by Sunday morning.
We start in Cape.
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
And a very good Thursday morning live view right now from our Cat-B Skynet 9 camera as we have some light snow still flying around. It is 16 degrees and it feels like 4 outside. That's not too bad considering the very cold air that's on the way. So the radar is showing this spray of lake effect snow showers. It's coming out a little steady in some spots. But other than just giving you at least a couple of inches to have to clear off before you head out the door. This isn't impacting the main roads a whole lot. Things are just pretty cold, still very snowy this morning. Later on this weekend, though, that's when we're expecting our next clipper to move through. That'll give us some widespread snow, at least a few inches for everyone in the very cold air. But this morning, we're waking up to about 1 to 3 inches of snowfall for our northern suburbs, less than an inch for a lot of other folks out there. So another bit of a cold, snowy start to our day, similar to what we had yesterday. And our highs this afternoon, we're only expected to get up to the low to mid 20s at best. This is still running well below normal for this time of year. We have overnight lows, single digits to near 10 degrees, mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures are plummeting. We have an Arctic front coming through Friday night that is bringing those temperatures down. Saturday is likely going to be our coldest day of the winter season so far. Behind that cold front, not only is it very cold, but it's also very windy. And so that's going to make our feels-like temperatures for much of the Northeast anywhere from 10, 15, 20, even 30 below in some spots. So very bitterly, dangerously cold air on the way. On our timecast, we're dealing with the snow showers. We'll see some breaks of sunshine from time to time. I think it's going to be a very similar day to what we had yesterday with some sun, some clouds, and still some snowflakes kind of flying around in the air. Our temperatures are stuck in the 20s. We're going to keep it quiet overnight, mostly cloudy skies, not much happening when you wake up tomorrow morning, just another cold morning. During the day, we're still only in the 20s. Our next batch of snow is going to hold off until about sunset tomorrow night. We're looking at widespread scattered snow showers. Our Arctic cold front slated to get through here right around 10 o'clock tomorrow evening. Probably some snow squalls with this. This is what's bringing in that very, very cold air. Temperatures are rapidly dropping. We're spending the day in the single digits throughout the day on Saturday with more of that lake effect snow happening between Syracuse and Rochester and the Finger Lakes, and our temperatures are stuck in the single digits at that point. And so we're looking at anywhere in the dark blue here. I think you're good for about 4 to 8 inches of snowfall. We're going to keep an eye on things. Of course, we'll fine-tune this forecast in the next couple of days, but at this point, that's kind of our first take on how much snow we're going to get. After Sunday, things begin to rebound slowly. Highs near 20 on Monday, then mid to upper 20s on Tuesday. Now we're back up to around 30 by Wednesday.
ITheir TV Syracuse, the local station. You're watching the morning news.
Good morning and welcome in. Just about 6:01. Ryan and Rachel with you on this Thursday, February 5th. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, we are glad you are here. No storm team alert, but the flakes are falling this morning and we have cold weather, of course. Let's get over to Kate.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. So another typical February morning for us where we have some light snow falling across the area. It's very light, it's very fluffy, but similar to what we had yesterday, most of you only picking up about an inch or so of new snowfall, a little bit more in some spots north of Syracuse, where you could be waking up to 1 to 3 inches of new snowfall, including our northern suburbs and over near the Fulton Central Square areas. Temperature is really ranging. We have anywhere from below 0 from Norwich to Rome because they don't have much cloud cover and snow happening. Meanwhile, where we have clouds and snow, we have teens from Syracuse to Fulton and Sodus. Highs today are still only in the 20s. I think we'll have a similar day to yesterday, just a little bit cooler, where we have clouds, a few breaks of sun. You see some snowflakes from time to time. Our temperatures are only getting colder. This weekend, we are looking at an Arctic blast of some dangerously cold temperatures. We have an extreme cold watch. This is for Friday night into Sunday, where we are forecasting wind chills as cold as 20 to 30 below 0. Now, once we get past this weekend, we start to climb out of this with a little bit of a February thaw. We'll have more on that in just a few minutes.
Thank you so much, Kate. Well, snow may be looking fluffy this morning, but that's the least of our worries this morning. As you just heard Kate mention, cold temperatures and wind this weekend. might be a pain for the weekend plans. Make sure you stay cautious on those roads, too. Here is a live look right now, right near Hyde's there in Liverpool. You can see that it's been coming down, I would say, for the last hour and a half here at a steady clip. We've seen a lot of plows. Make sure you're giving room to those plows. The state DOT says so far this winter, plows have been hit a total of 64 times, putting plow drivers at risk, your life too, and taking plows off the road to be fixed at taxpayers' expense. Be sure to slow down and stay back on those plows.
Good reminder, too, here, if you haven't done it already, make sure you have the Storm Team app. Scan that QR code right now on your screen. You can also find it in the App Store and Google Play. Free to download and free to use.
Crews have been battling.
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
And a good Thursday morning. We're waking up to some more snow outside. It's pretty light, it's pretty fluffy, but it's been coming down all night long. We got 16 degrees, feels like 6 outside. Both of those numbers are really going to come down by this weekend. But here's what it looks like on the radar. We have just some of that lighter snow showers between Ithaca and Cortland. Little bit of a lull right now in Syracuse. Most of our snow showers are hanging out north of the thruway from Clay to Cicero to Fulton, Oswego. A couple of snow showers just north of Lowville up in Lewis County. Then we'll catch a breather tonight through tomorrow morning before we get ready for the next clipper. This one moving through tomorrow night, and that's what's going to bring in widespread snow for everyone and very cold temperatures for everyone, too. So this is what we're waking up to this morning, about an inch or less for most of us. You go a little bit farther north, though, that's where you could see as much as 1 to 3 inches of snowfall this morning, and we'll tack just a little bit more on as the day goes on. So a very cold start to our day. This afternoon, we're only in the 20s again. Yesterday, we hit 25. We're probably going to take it down a couple of notches today. High of 22 in Syracuse, 23 in Oneida, 19 up in Watertown. Feeling like the teens with the wind chills. Mostly cloudy tonight, fairly quiet. Lows hovering around 8 degrees. This weekend, though, we are only going to be in the single digits, spending a very, very cold weekend, feeling very frigid, but also dangerously cold with the wind chills. We have that extreme cold watch in effect that will likely get upgraded to a warning because we will have wind chills getting down to as cold as 20 to 30 below for a lot of us in the Northeast. And so that is very, very dangerously cold outside. After this weekend, there's some reprieve. I'll show you that in the 7-day in a moment, but the timecast for today showing plenty of clouds, some breaks in the clouds. I think we'll see some sun, just like we did yesterday, among the snowflakes flying around. And then for tonight, things are a little quiet as we get ready for the next system. So we'll keep it snow-free, dry in the morning, at least through lunchtime. Closer to sunset, the evening commute tomorrow, more snow showers starting to move in here. And so that's when our accumulation starts to, and here we go, there's that cold front right there. So right around 9, 10 o'clock tomorrow night, we're looking at that sharp cold front moving through, some snow squalls out of that, drawing in that lake effect snow again, and the very, very cold temperatures. Single digits, wind chills well below 0, taking us all the way until Sunday. And that's where we could find a widespread, at least a few inches of snowfall, more the closer to the lake shore you are. And even some spots in the hills south of Syracuse. Once we get past Sunday, though, things gradually improve. 20 on Monday, mid-20s on Tuesday, and we're going to try and get to 30 by Wednesday. I just want a 32 somewhere in there. Hopefully by this time next week, though, we can get at least above freezing.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I'm not even asking for 40. I'm asking for 34.
I don't think that's too much to ask.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
Now, your forecast first. Certified as Central New York's most accurate.
Another check at the radar. More snow. Surprise, surprise, right? We're dealing with more of this light, fluffy snow with how cold the temperatures are. The main roads are doing okay, but a lot of the secondary roads are going to be a little snow covered for you. So just be careful of that. Heading out the door, you'll probably need that snow brush to get that snow off your car pretty quickly. We have our sunrise at 7:15, sunset tonight at 5:22. We continue to make headway there. Very cold air on the way this weekend. Wind chill forecast as cold as 20 to 30 below in some spots. So we have dangerously cold temperatures on the way. Just when you thought it couldn't get colder, ooh, then February is like, nope, here we go. We're gonna give it one more go, and then finally temperatures returning to near normal by this time next week.
We like near normal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, today is National Weather Person.
Today's students are tomorrow's.
Central Square game, his 4th grade travel team. His grandma, Diana Beals, taking this photo. What great camera work by Grandma here.
I know. Seriously. Well done, Grandma.
You know how hard it is to aim throwing one-handed? Usually you see the two-handed chuck. But he did one-handed.
He launched it.
And like from the side of his body too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't like it was like, okay, I'm going to aim here.
Yeah, it's like a shot put.
Yeah.
ESPN had that on Sports.
I know, seriously.
Put that on the reel when he's
Top 10.
Yeah.
For sure. Welcome in. It is 6:31. You have the gang here, and on this National Weather Person's Day,
Yeah,
Kate is
February 10th.
telling us we have more flakes and more cold
Yeah,
coming.
they should probably put this day like in the summer.
Well, we all love you.
Right. Well, it's because it's on a particular weather person's birthday. Like a guy from like the 1800s.
Oh,
That's why.
that guy.
Yeah, that guy. I forget his name. I know. I'm
He was a good fellow.
riveting.
But look at this.
Ooh, the flakes are falling.
Yeah.
Liverpool area. Oh, is that another plow coming? We've been seeing them out and about.
They are.
They have been out doing their thing, especially putting a lot of salt down. You know, when temperatures in the 20s, the salt can handle that, which is a big reason why a lot of the main roads are doing okay. So yeah, this is right in the village of Liverpool, seeing a lot of wet pavement, which is good. Your secondary roads, your neighborhood roads, those are going to be a little snow covered and a little slippery. So just be careful about that. But otherwise, it's the very light, fluffy snow that is falling down. Yep, there's a truck taking some snow away, maybe having some salt. And so this is going to continue this morning. We're waking up to an inch or less for a lot of you, but in the northern suburbs, parts of Oswego County, could be waking up to as much as 2 to 3 inches of snowfall. Our temperatures, it's all about the cloud cover. Where we have the snow and the clouds, we have teens, and where it's mainly clear, we are near or below zero. Very, very cold temperatures this morning. Highs today only in the 20s. Once again, clouds, limited breaks of sunshine, but what's on the way is dangerously cold temperatures. We're looking at wind chills as cold as 20 to 40 below on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, and this Friday, the Salvation Army is hosting a giveaway.
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
Well, good morning, guys. So these were the 3rd graders at Liverpool Elementary. I had the pleasure of hanging out with them yesterday. My little buddy Mason, you may have remembered, he helped me do the weather about a year ago. Meteorologist Mason, that was his class and all of his classmates. So thank you so much for having me, guys. Yeah, school visits are in full swing. A lot of weather units going on right now. We talked all about how this winter season's been going so far and how many snow days that they've had. I always tell them I'm your best friend because I tell you if you're going to have a snow day or not. No snow day today. Yes, we do have some snow showers flying around, but not enough to cause any issues with the schools. You can see our snow showers off the lights reflecting from Liverpool Pool and Spa at the Cat V Skynet 9 camera. In Baldwinsville, Clay, Liverpool, where it all kind of comes together. We have 16 degrees. It feels like 6 outside. And so we have this little bit of lake effect snow. It's very light. It's very fluffy outside. Not amounting to a whole lot, but we'll still be dealing with this at least through the morning this afternoon, keeping it just mostly cloudy. Maybe a few breaks of sun similar to what we had yesterday. We got our next clipper that's waiting to move in here. That's going to give us some more snow over the weekend, but also some very cold temperatures. So a lot of you are waking up to a coating to an inch or so, maybe a couple of inches the farther north you go. And so we'll see just an additional coating before the day is over with. Temperatures are climbing to the low 20s today. Still cold, still running well below normal for this time of year. Overnight temperatures anywhere from the single digits to the low teens, depending on where you are. Temperatures tomorrow still in the mid-20s, and then down we go. Single digits for Saturday and Sunday, and then you factor in the wind chill. It's going to be very windy behind this Arctic front Friday night, and those wind chill temperatures dipping down to 20, 30 below. That's why we have an extreme cold watch for this weekend. Timecast is showing clouds. I think this is a little cloudier than what it may actually be. Look how yesterday turned out, right? So I think we'll see a little bit of sunshine from time to time, but our temperatures are a few degrees cooler today than they were yesterday, and we're still seeing occasional snow showers kind of flying around here, but in general, it's a fairly quiet day. There's not a whole lot happening. Keeping it cloudy overnight. We wake up tomorrow morning, again, pretty quiet. Not much happening in our weather department in the morning and even through lunchtime. Tomorrow evening, a bit of a different story. Got some more of these scattered snow showers. This is our warm front moving through. With every warm front, we have a cold front. And that comes through around 10 o'clock tomorrow night. See this line of the dark purples and the yellows? That's probably some snow squalls, and that is what's going to bring in very quickly that cold, cold Arctic air, where we have single digits and we are stuck well below zero with the wind chills with several inches of snow. We'll be doing some shoveling and plowing again this weekend for Friday night into Saturday. Still some lake effect snow showers on Sunday into Monday. We climb out of the freezer box, 20 on Monday, upper 20s on Tuesday, Wednesday, 30. Please let this weekend be the last time we have single digits for highs. Please. Pretty please, with sugar on top. I mean, we still got more winter to go,
it's National Weather Person's Day. Give the weather person a favor here, man.
I know, seriously. What kind of...
Yeah, and today and tomorrow, let's enjoy the 20s while we have it, because it's going to be about a week until we get back to that level again. On the radar, we're dealing with some lighter lake effect snow showers. Things have really kind of shrunk here just within the past hour. So still some light snow, but a lot of that is going to fizzle out later on today. You can see that snow coming down from our Cat V Skynet 9 camera from the zoo, looking out over downtown Syracuse. A lot of the main roads are in okay shape. The salt doing its thing. Temperatures are in the teens right now. Highs are staying in the low 20s. And then the rest of the week, well, the Arctic front is coming through Friday night. Snow squalls with that, knocking temperatures down single digits with wind chills as cold as 10 to 20, even possibly as cold as 30 below in some spots Saturday into Sunday. And then by this time next week, we'll kind of return to what February is supposed to be, which low 30s. I'll take that at this point.
No kidding. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Be careful out there on those roads. We'll see you back here at noon.